everybody, and welcome back to the shop. I'm out here in the shop today looking for some electrical issues on this truck. The other day when I shot that video on the shifter, I wasn't sure if the interior lights worked, but after fiddling around with a headlight switch, I believe they're going to work okay. So I'm going to take a look and show you what I'm talking about here. So one thing, I think this headlight switch ain't the best. Let's see, it's kind of fiddly. I'm going to turn the parking lights on. That's about as bright as it gets, but it is lit. You can see the light right there behind there, and also down here at the shifter there's the light there, so I know it's working. And I'm pretty sure the light's burning right there. So we got one light here. I don't think this one's actually got any more lights in it, but it is working. Alright everybody, so I've been looking at this washer motor, and it was cutting on and off on its own, even with the switch in the off position. I couldn't decide earlier here a while back. There's two different plugs. There's a pink and a white, and then there's these pink and white wires right here that don't show up on my wiring diagram, so I couldn't figure out if that went to a different washer or what that went to. I still ain't figured that out, but I don't believe it goes to the washer. I believe this is the washer. And when I plug this up, this damn motor will run every now and then, so we'll listen to it. Alright, so it quit. Now it's gonna make a fool out of me. There it is. Now, y'all heard it. This thing is on its own. It's acting like it's in the delay position, but maybe y'all can see from this switch right here that off is right on the mark. Of being off. And if you go back further, it actually is like a mist. You can hear it. So that's definitely off right there. There's delay. May work, but why is it occasionally coming on? So then I got my test light out and I hooked it to the ground, and I back probed. You hear it? Alright, so we got power on the pink and we got power on the white. Now if I unplug it, there it goes again. So if I unplug it and probe it, the pink got no power, the white has power. So I'm thinking that this pink gets grounded when the switch is on. So what I need to do is go to power with my test light. Alright, so I got it tied into that. Let's see. Alright, so I'm thinking that's probably going to light up when I hit this washer switch. So that is the case. So this wire is the power, the white's the power, the pink gets a ground when you go to wash on the washer switch. So that's good. I think that's okay. So I think the problem is the switch on the column, the wiper switch on the column, I believe is going to be bad. And I believe it thinks it's in this low delay, the lowest setting of the delay. So it looks like we're going to be dropping a column here. That's kind of aggravating thing to have to do, but we can't just go down the road and every now and then this thing comes on every few seconds. That would get old quick. So what I want to do is I want to see which one of these is getting power when that thing comes on. I think that one. And is it getting power or is it getting ground? I guess I could, well, we'll check, see if we got any grounds. Should have a ground here somewhere, unless it gets grounded through the body, which is entirely possible. But it's just going to be this gray switch right here. And the reason I say this gray park switch wire and this gray wire is tied together. Yep. So the gray is the ground, and when it gets a shot, it goes to ground in the switch, and it sends power here, and it's going to send power to this park switch here. Yep, so I was right about that. So unless somebody has come across this issue, I believe it's going to be the wiper switch bad. And I can't remember if I reused the old wiper switch or if I put a new one in. I don't think I put a new one in. So it's more than likely that's the issue. So it only does it when this is plugged up. That's what's kind of funny. If I unplug this and we sit here and talk here for a few minutes, this thing will never go back off. Alright everybody, I pulled out my wiring diagrams out of my 84 Chevy factory manual, and I was looking on this, like I said, it's 84, but it's going to have the wiper motor, park switch, washer solenoid, and armature. That is what I've got. And if we follow around to the back side, the problem is it's going to be just like the Haynes manual, because the Haynes probably took it directly out of this. Is over here on the washer motor. It's just showing the plain Jane on, off, high, low, whatever. No delay in this switch, and you only have 5 wires going in there. The problem with that is we've got the delay, and I'm thinking that the delay module is the issue, and it's got a lot more wires going into it than that factory shows. I hope y'all can see that. Let's see if I can get you. Alright, so this is the module right here, this metal thing. Alright, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wires going in. You got 2 browns on each end, a pink, purple, a black, a gray, a blue with black stripe, and another brown. And then coming out the other end, I don't think you've got but 5. Ain't that what we had in the other one? 5. So I'm wondering, I'm kind of expecting that to be, yeah, we only had 5, so I believe that's all you got coming out. So I'm kind of expecting that to be the issue, is that delay module's bad and it's sending a signal saying, hey, I'm in delay, go ahead and turn on, but it's only doing it when the washer is plugged up, which makes no sense unless we've got some kind of a pinched wire somewhere. I don't know, but if anybody else has had this problem, let me know in the comments below, or send me an email to farmboy30117@gmail.com. And I appreciate all my viewers. especially want to shout out to a viewer who really commented a lot on my last video, or the radio video. Dustin Key, appreciate you watching, buddy. He said he's been watching since 2012. And that ain't too long after I got started. I guess that's going to do it for today, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in. More saga of this electrical issues to be continued.